So a lot of people love to compare Skull and Bones here to Sea of Thieves, and for obvious reasons, they're both online-only pirate games. But they offer two vastly different experiences, and the way the gameplay and the feel and the vibe of each game has going for it is quite different from one another. One of the things that I appreciate the most about this game over Sea of Thieves, even though I like both equally for different reasons, is I find this game to be more accessible. What I mean by that is really simply put. First of all, here's my ship in third person. Boom, first person. I can go back and forth, okay? I can pull out the scope. I can see what loot is going to be on this person if one of those items is tied to a quest, what their level is, whatever. I can right away go ahead and shoot. If I start moving over that dotted line, all of a sudden I'm using my side cannons. Now if I go all the way back and cross the line here, and I'm in the range of using my torpedoes or whatever it is I have equipped on my ship. Like, it's just very straightforward, very accessible in that regards. If I want to speed up, I push down on the X button once. If I push down on it again, I go a bit faster. If I push down on it again, even faster. Now I'm going at full sail speed. Now I can hit circle and slow down in increments. Again, first or third person. You cannot do any of those things in Sea of Thieves. So in Sea of Thieves, you only have this view here. If you want to go from a stationary position and move, you have to turn around here. There's going to be like a wheel, depending on what ship you're using. There's only a couple ships, as far as I know. And you'll have to turn the cogwheel-looking thing to raise the anchor. Once you've raised the anchor, you'll then move over to this cord, whatever that thing is called, and you'll adjust the height of your sail, right? So it's kind of like blinds in your window. You can very precisely control how high or how low you want. Whereas this one, it's like, depending on the boat, it's 2 or 3 different settings. There's no in between, and that's it. And then right behind the cord on your ship in Sea of Thieves, right around here, you can change the angle of the sail. You cannot do that in this game. If you want to shoot someone, and they are, let's say, at that ship right over there, but they're like closer, pretend they're closer just to appease me. You'll have to leave your wheel. You'll have to manually go to the cannon. And if your ship is like this, and now your enemy is in front of you and not in the peripheral of the cannon, you're going to have to run back to the wheel. You're going to have to turn the boat. You're going to have to leave the wheel, run back to the cannon. You're going to have to load the cannon. So I'm making it sound like these are all negatives. I'm making it sound like, oh my god, you're really not winning me over here for Sea of Thieves. But Sea of Thieves, you can board ships. Here you can board ships, but it's a cutscene. It's not like in Black Flag, right? You can't roam around on foot and start kicking the shit out of the pirate captain of the ship or whatever they're called. You can't do any of that. It's predominantly a ship game. You're on your ship, you're the ship. Yeah, you can get off your ship and dock and walk around and sell some crap. But there's no fighting. It's very shallow in that regards, whereas Sea of Thieves, in my opinion, offers a lot more. One of the other things I appreciate about this game is that you're not forced into the PvP, okay? So when you look at your map, which, by the way, even looking at your map and tracking your quests, in Sea of Thieves, you would have to let go of your wheel. You would have to go, down below deck. There's like a flight of stairs. You go down below deck and you look at your map, okay? You pretend that's the map where that lantern is, and you would look at it, and it would be like in real time looking at this, and you'd be like, oh, I'm going a little bit too much to the right. I need to go a bit more to the left, right? You can't do that while you're sailing in real time like I can right here. Same thing with looking at like your quest log and stuff. As far as I know, you can't do that either. So those are just some of the things that differentiate these two games. I had to pause it for a second. I lost my train of thought. When you look at the map, there's sometimes going to be ships with a red icon. Not that one. Those are real players that are doing some kind of PvP event. You might be able to highlight over them and actually join. Just like in this one here, this is a co-op event. As you can see, it's not a PvP one. It's in blue. So we can kind of zoom in. We could see here that if we want on the fly, we can call for help. Now, in my 50 hours of gameplay, I've never had a single call for help get answered. I've had a few people try to call out for me or anybody in the vicinity. I've tried answering. I don't know how to do it. Maybe you just go to the area and that's how you answer the call. I don't know. It's not like it just teleports you there or anything like that. So the PvP's optional. It's not forced in this game. There are co-op missions. You do run into other players. So far, no one's tried to grieve me or do anything weird because I don't think that they really can do any of those things, to be perfectly honest with you. When it comes to Sea of Thieves, there's also a new game mode called Safer Seas. You and up to 3 friends that you invite are able to join you, and you're all in the same crew so that there's no PvP. And that's where the game, I find, shines, because then one person can look at the map and be like, hey man, you need to go a little bit more to the left. You're going a little bit too far to the right. One person can control the left cannon, the other person can control the right cannon while you're, you know, sailing. Whereas in this game, you could be a little bit more independent. Again, it's more accessible. It's a little bit easier-ish, in my opinion. See, there's a real player right there. So there's that. And Safer Seas, there's some restrictions now because that is a PvE-only mode, like I said. It's a lot of fun, so if you're afraid to do PvP like I am, I don't want to do PvP in Sea of Thieves. I have no interest in that whatsoever. So now you're not forced to do that. So again, depending on just the kind of experience you're looking for, you could go with either game. If you want something more laid back, that's more accessible, that's easier to jump into, where you could just go boom, boom, slow down, turn, bang, bang. Oh, wait, there's somebody over here. Oh, where am I at? Oh, let me track that item that I'm missing to make my saw. Oh, I'm missing the precision drill bit. Where would I see the precision drill bit? And everything's just highlighted on your map. Just boom, 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 boom. This game holds your hand. Sea of Thieves does not hold your hand. It doesn't make it a good game. It doesn't make it a bad game. It just makes it a thing, whatever that thing is that you're looking for, okay? So, I mean, I suppose I can try and get involved a little bit here. That's probably going to be a mistake. Probably. Again, this game is a lot of fun. I've already dumped in, as I've mentioned, 50 hours. An absolute joy. I do have much stronger armor now. That's supposed to be more of a shotgun-like shot from the cannons. I just want them to be done. There we go. Bash into them. I just figured I'd go off on a high note. We're gonna ram him. You son of a bitch. Adios, muchachos. Oh, you want some of this? Can't have a pirate video, not have any piratey shit going on. There's the crew boarding. I've already made a video on that. See, it's all automated. It's nothing like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which was just... Well, we won't talk about it, but it was amazing, wasn't it? It was absolutely delightful. I don't think you want any of this, cowboy. I don't think you know what you're getting yourself into. Whoops. Yeah, that extra armor that I got is making a huge, huge difference. That's right. Fire the muskets! Again, very fun. Speaking of battles, by the way, at least for me, there's way more combat in this game than in Sea of Thieves, especially if you're playing on safer seas. It's a more laid-back experience in that regards. At least from me sailing the seas, I don't find as many ships going about doing their shippy stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Just a little after 10 minutes. This is not an in-depth. It wasn't meant to be an in-depth. It was just to kind of give you a bit of a gist of what each game offers, how they're a little different, how they're a little similar. And really, they're only similar in that you sail a ship in the water. Thumbs up if you liked it. It does greatly help support that channel with the algorithm in trying desperately to make me more relevant in the search results, and people are looking things up online. And if you didn't like the video, well, that's okay. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I will bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass. If you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.